is HM1102. I'm here to discuss to you the ways of eliminating the hazard and risk of hospitality tourism industry. First, the hotel and resort industry. Second is the restaurant industry. Third, the cruise ship industry. And last, the airline industry. Please enjoy yourself as the whole video. Thank you. The hotel and resort industry. There are many hazards and risks of this industry. First, the sleep trips and falls. Many workplace injuries are a result from workers' slippery floors, tripping over, physical obstruction, or falling from height. This could be due to insufficient lighting, poor housekeeping, wet and slippery floors, and lack of handlers on platforms or staircases, unsafe use to ladders or carelessness. How to prevent the hazard and risk of the hotel and resorts? First, the second is keep floors and stairs dry and clean. Third, wear footwear appropriate to the type of floor surface like non-slip walking shoes or make use of anti-slip flooring. Fourth, ensure carpets and rugs are free of holes and loose edge. Fifth, create and maintain proper lighting. Sixth, hang power cords over aisles or work areas to prevent tripping accident. And last, elevated platforms are guarded against the fall of persons. Provide alternatives like safety harnesses where physical guards are not visible. The noise hazard. The hotel and resort environment is generally quiet, but there are certain areas where staff may be exposed to a noise hazards like engineering workshops, boiler rooms, and disco. Hearing loss may result from long-term exposure to hazardous noise levels. There are some noise control solutions. First, replace noisy machinery. Second, keep sources of noise away from hard walls or corners. Third, isolate or enclose sources of noise. Fourth is construct sustainable noise barriers. The last is wear PPE such as earplugs or ear muffs. The extreme temperatures are commonly hazard in the hotel and resort industry. Kitchen, boiler, room, and laundry staff may be subjected to heat stress from the machinery or equipment used in their workplace. This can cause headaches, fatigues, and discomfort. It may also result in heat illnesses such as prickly heat explosion, fainting, or heat stroke. Staff can also be exposed to cold temperatures while retrieving or storing items in cold storage rooms. Freezing of the tissues result in portship or frostbite. They should wear warm clothing while working in such old environment. Wear the appropriate clothing. Drink water and rest in a cool area. Improve the ventilation in the workplace. Be aware of emergency or first aid procedure associated with heat-related illnesses. The electrocution. Electrocution occurs when the human bodies become part of an electric circuit through which current passes. Electrical hazards include electrical shock, burns sustained at the point of contact, and injuries due to muscle spasms causing, for example, a fall from ladder. Electrical equipment and appliances should be regularly inspected by a qualified electrician to ensure good working condition. Handle electrical appliances with care. First is report any damaged plugs, wires, electrical equipment. Second is ensure faculty equipment is taken out of use until repaired. Label as faculty or remove the plug to prevent use. The third is keep power cords away from heat, water, and oil. The fourth is do not clean electrical equipment with flammable or toxic solvents. The fifth is Do not overload electrical points. The sixth is pull the electric plug, not the cord. The last is establish a set of lockout tagout procedures for the repair and maintenance of electrical equipment. Fire and explosions. Workplace which use flammable substances, LPG, or high pressure applications like kitchens, laundries, and boiler rooms are risks for fire and explosion. The main hazard are the gas linkage followed by ignition. When mixed the air, it's a high flammable and potentially explosive. Improper usage or faulty electrical installations could also result in fire. Some hotels use pressure vessels like steam boilers for supplying their laundries and gas with steam and hot water. In case of fire, first, do not panic, be calm, but act quickly. Second, know the types of fire extinguisher and how to use them. Third, take note of the location of the fire extinguishers and alarms. Fourth, if the fire is small and localized, put it out with a fire extinguisher. If the fire is large, don't risk your safety. Don't attempt to fight it with a fire extinguisher. Sound the alarm to inform other staff and customers. Make sure that people are leaving the building. Do not allow anyone to go back into the building. And last, do not use elevator, use the stairs. Walk, not run to exit. Staff must not go to the lockers to get personal belongings. Every employers are advised to plan and conduct regular fire drills to familiarize hotel personnel with the evacuation and rescue procedure in times of emergency. Sufficient firefighting equipment like fire extinguishers and a sprinkler system should be provided and maintained regularly. Fire escapes and exits should be also properly marked and kept free from obstructions. LPG and gas safety. Know where the gas shut-off valve is and how to use it. It should be located in safe area, away from cookers and heat, with proper signage. Store all cylinders, full or empty, in an upright position externally in a secure, well-ventilated area. Do not store below ground level or adjacent to openings of buildings or drains. These storage areas clear of combustible materials and ignition sources and clearly marked with warnings such as smoking and fire procedure signs. Provide and maintain a stable fire fighting equipment, dry powder, extinguisher, and ensure it's really accessible. In rooms where LPG appliances were used, ensure plenty or high and low level ventilation and provide a ready accessible isolation point to switch off the supply quickly in case of an emergency. And last, turn off cylinder valves at the end of each working day. So let us now proceed to the restaurant industry. The food storage, ensuring that all food purchases can be stretched as far as possible, can go a long way towards minimizing day-to-day costs. Dealing with appliances, outlets, and restaurants, suppliers who can provide access to the full range of food storage and prevention option is often a worthwhile undertaking. From walk-ins freezers to serving stations, the resources needed to ensure that all foods and ingredients can be safely and conveniently stored can allow restaurant owners to eliminate many potential issues or complications which might otherwise crop up. The foodborne illnesses. Even seemingly minor foodborne illnesses can threaten the health and well-being of customers as well as doing irreparable harm to restaurants' image and reputations. Tainted food, improper handling of unsafe storage methods can drastically increase the risk of foodborne illnesses. Business owners will do well to make safety their top priority. Assessing existing food handling policies and making any changes that may needed as well as working with restaurant suppliers who have the equipment options and other resources that may be required in order to deal with a broader range of issues and concerns can be smart move. Workplace injuries. Employees, associates, and even customers who suffer an injury on the premises could lead to all sorts of legal problems that business owners would be do well to avoid. Restaurant suppliers are typically able to provide full range of safety equipment in order to ensure that business owners can reduce the likelihood of an accident or injury. Workers' compensation will be your peace of mind here to cover an employee risk. The cybersecurity. Digital security is another concern that business owners often overlook. In addition to the confusion and inconvenience that malware or unauthorized users may cause should they gain access to a business network and computer system. Causing harm that a data breach may cause to customers' relation can often dry consequences. Cuts are among the major risks in the restaurant industry. They may occur from the use of knives and machinery in kitchens, laundry shops, and engineering workshops. Knife with care. First, use the right knife for the job. Always use a proper cutting board. Make sure the knife is sharp. Store knife in proper racks with the blade pointing down in a visible place. Cut away from your body when cutting, trimming, or deboning. Use protective gear such as mesh gloves. Wash and clean sharp tools separately from other utensils. Burns. The use of ovens and deep fryers without due care can cause burns and scaldings. A blast of heat or steam can be released when opening hot oven doors and saucepan lids. Staff should know the possible hazards and the preventive measures when handling such as appliances or hot liquids.
Thank you for watching. Have a nice